Hi everybody, it's Chef Rob from the Kitchen to Market and chefing your local craft brewery. Recipes for my month of March, I wanted to pair up with my friend from TWB and the brewmaster, Peter.
Hey, Chef.
Hey there. So we're gonna throw some of Peter's amazing craft beers in our recipe and that. So Peter, here's my recipe I want to do. I want to do a potato and corn chowder. Give me a recommendation of a good beer to put in that chowder.
I think you might be looking for something like our Jagged Little Pils, which is a German Pilsner.
Yeah.
Light body, very refreshing, 5.6% alcohol. Should pair really nicely with that chowder.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go up front. I'm gonna grab myself a can of that beer, and I'll see you guys in my kitchen. See you soon. Hi everybody, Chef Rob here, back in the kitchen. Well, we got our beer from TWB, a lovely Jagged Little Pilsner that we're gonna put in our soup today. So our recipe for today is my grilled corn and sweet potato chowder. The only difference I'm gonna do is my corn, I didn't grill up. So it's one that I do a lot of time in the summer. I usually grill up my corn, but today I'm not gonna grill it up. But again, beautiful taste either, okay? So definitely this summer, try it with grill, and then today we're gonna try it not grilled that, okay? All right, so in the drop-down box on YouTube, you see all the ingredients and the recipe and that, okay? So let's start up. Let's get our bacon, let's get our stove on. So just a nice little pot here, put it on, get it all heated up and that. We're going to start with some smoked bacon, of course, got from Charles Meat, beautiful bacon in that. So we're just going to render off the bacon in that. So we really want to get that fat in that, okay? So let's get our bacon in. All right. Now, I'll give you a little trick with bacon. When you're rendering off bacon, what helps the rendering process, just put a little bit of water in your pot. It's a little trick that sort of helps get that, render that fat away in that, okay? All right, so we're just gonna let that cook up a bit, render away. All right, so we have all our bacon rendered off now. Now you're gonna get a little browning in the pan. That is, leave it in there. That is beautiful for this dish, and that's what really sort of adds the flavor in that. So let's get our carrots, let's get our onions in here. So what we want to do is just sort of kind of saute this up. All right. So in our next thing we got our garlic and we got our adobe pepper. And this is, I love the adobe pepper. It's got a little heat to it, a little spice. But if you're not into it, absolutely do not add it in, or maybe just add a little less in. Okay. I find that it gives a bit of a smoky taste in that too. Okay. So oh, this looks amazing, wonderful. All right. So let's put our garlic in, our adobe pepper in there, and with that adobe pepper, all I'm doing is just sort of, just kind of pushing it around the pan, breaking it up in that, okay? Now this soup, it's going to be a puree, so don't worry about having too big of pieces and stuff like that, because we're going to puree it at the end, okay? Oh, beautiful smell, beautiful. Okay. And again, you know, just as you get that beautiful aroma of that garlic, you know, 30 seconds or so, you can smell that beautiful adobe pepper and that. And again, don't worry about the little burns on the bottom of the pan, okay? Because that's going to beautiful, add some wonderful flavor. Okay, so grab our Pilsner beer, and this is where we're going to deglaze that beautiful flavor off that bottom of that pan. So just, and all we're going to do is just sort of kind of scrape around and get all that wonderful flavor. And just, we're going to reduce it by about half, okay? And again, we're just going to scrape off all that stuff off the bottom and that. And trust me, that's where the flavor is. Beautiful. Okay, so there we go. So we got, you know, it's reduced enough, just half, you know, just a little bit. Now what we want to do is add our sweet potatoes, a cup of the corn, okay? And let's add our broth. Okay, so we got our broth in, we got our corn, we got our sweet potato in. Now what we want to do is just turn it up, get it up to boiling, turn it back down to simmering, and just let it simmer away until those sweet potatoes are nice and tender. All right, let's check our chowder here. And really all I'm doing, I'm just taking the fork. I just want to see if the sweet potatoes are fork tender. And they are the perfect. Okay, so we have our soup all ready now. What we want to do is just grab immersion blender. If you don't have an immersion blender, maybe use a food processor and do it sort of in that. All right, so I have my soup all nicely pureed up in that. So let's have a little try. A little kosher salt. Again, remember I always talk about kosher salt, coarse, just add a little bit in. Again, I like to use coarse because then I can feel how much I'm putting in. And a little bit of pepper in there. Stir it up. It smells delicious. Oh, and it tastes delicious too. All right, so let's try a little more. Oh, perfect. All right, so we got it, it's all nicely pureed up. Now we're just gonna add back in our bacon. And we're gonna add in the rest of our corn, add in our cream. And after you have it all in, take another taste just to make sure, in case you need a little more seasoning with that salt and pepper, okay? We got it all set up here. All I wanna do now is, I'm just gonna throw the lid on and give it about, I don't know, let's give it about 5-10 minutes to simmer up a bit more. All right, so we have our soup is all nicely simmered in that. So let's plate it up. All right. Oh, it looks amazing. It is grilled corn, but we did grill the corn. Corn and sweet potato chowder and that, made with this amazing craft beer from TWB and that. So give it a try. I think you're going to enjoy it. All right. So again, Kitchener Market is open from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. on Saturday. Just check kitchener.ca vendor and you can see all the vendors that are going to be at the market and that. Okay. So give this one a try. I think you're going to like this one. All right. Everybody, be safe out there. See you real soon. Thanks for joining.